Good morning, students. Today we are discuss introduction to computers. First of all, you define the computer. What is a computer? In basic terms, a computer is an electronic device that processes data, converting it into information that is useful to people. That is called computer. Here I explain the what is a data. Data is raw facts of information. Raw facts means, for example, alphabets, digits, special characters. Like digits means 1, 2, 3, so on numbers. These are the digits. Special characters means less than symbol, greater than symbol, less than or equal, greater than or equal, question mark, apostrophe, ampersand, hash, at the date. These are the special characters. These are the raw information. That information can be converted into meaningful. Meaningful means meaningful data. That is called information. That is called information. Once again, I explain a computer is an electronic device that processes data, converting into information that is useful to people. That is called computer. Some different types of computers like desktop computers. This is the most common type of computer. Next, workstation computers. These are the specialized computers and optimized for science or graphics. These are the more powerful than a desktop. Another computers, notebook computers. These are the small portable computers. These portable computers weight is 3 to 8 pounds, about 8.5 into 11 inches, typically as powerful as desktop computers. Next, tablet computers. These are the newest development in portable computers. Input is through a pen. Run specialized versions of Office products. These are the individual uses. Another computers are handheld computers. Handheld computers. These are the very small computers. These are the also personal digital assistants. Note taking or contract management. Data can synchronize with a desktop. Another one is smartphones, hybrid of cell phone and PDA. Web surfing, email access, these are providing in smartphones. Another network servers. These are the centralized computers. All other computers can connect with network server. The network server computer have more memory, that is RAM and hard disk also. These computers provides access to network resources. Multiple servers are called server frames. These computers powerful than desktop computers. Computers for organizations. Like, what are the computers used in organizations? For example, we take the mainframe computers. Mainframe computers used in large organizations handle thousands of users at a time. Users access through a terminal. These are the mainframe computers. Mainframe computers are used in large organizations such as insurance company and banks, where many people frequently need to use the same data. These are the mainframe computers. Mainframe computers are large, powerful systems. The largest frames can handle the processing needs of thousands of users at any given moment. For example, mainframe systems is probably devoted to storing information about drivers, vehicles, driver's license, etc. Next, mini computers. Mini computers first released in 1960s. Mini computers got their name because of their small size computer to other computers of the day. Like mainframes, mini computers can handle much more input and output than personal computers can. Although some minutes are designed for a single user, the most powerful mini computers can serve the input output needs of hundreds of users at a time. These mini computers power between mainframe and desktop, handle hundreds of users, used in smaller organizations. Users access through a terminal. These are the mini computers. Next, we discuss supercomputers. Supercomputers are most powerful computers made, and physically they are some of the largest amounts of data, and the fastest supercomputers can perform more than 1 trillion calculation per second. Some of supercomputers can house thousands of processors. Supercomputers ideal for handling large and highly complex problems that require extreme calculating power. For example, supercomputers have long been used in mapping of human genome, forecasting weather, and modeling complex processes like nuclear fission. Next, what are the advantages of computers? That is called computers in society. Computers in education purpose, we are use education purpose. Computer literacy required to all levels. Computers in small business, like makes business more profitable, allow owners to manage. Computers in industry, computers are used to design products using AutoCAD, etc. Assembly lines are automated. Computers in government sector, Here, necessary to track data for population, policy offices, policy officers, tax calculation and collection. Governments were the first computer users. This is end of the chapter. Thank you.